I want to talk to you about a decision that has paralyzed more women than probably any other decision in the early stages of building an online business. The ebook versus the course versus the membership debate. If you've ever gone down a rabbit hole at 11 o'clock at night comparing Kajabi to Podia while simultaneously watching a 3-part YouTube series on how to create a profitable course, this video is for you. Because here's what nobody tells you at the top of that search. The product type you pick first matters way less than you think. What matters is whether or not you're picking it for the right reason or the wrong one. And most people, they pick it for the wrong ones. I want to give you a clear framework for how to think about all this. Not what's trending, not what your favorite influencer launched last month, not what looks most impressive in a screenshot. I want to give you a clear framework for what's right for where you are right now. And I want you to stay with me until the end because I'm going to tell you which one I choose if I were starting over and why. And it might surprise you. Let me flip the whole script on this. Instead of asking ebook, course, or membership, the question that matters is what does the person buying this need in order to get a result? Because the product type is just a container. The transformation is what they're buying. And the container you choose should match the complexity of the result, not the amount of effort you want to put in. Here's what I mean by that. An ebook works when the information itself is the value. The reader gets it, applies it, and then moves on. Think templates, checklists, or a condensed guide to a very specific problem. The value of an ebook is in the clarity and the speed of consumption. A course works when the transformation requires a sequence. When someone needs to go through steps in a specific order, a course works when context matters and when understanding builds on itself. The value of a course is in the journey. A membership works when the value is ongoing, when your audience needs community, accountability, updated content, or regular access to you. The value in a membership is in the repetition. See, you don't pick a product format. You pick the container that gets your buyer to the best result. When you lead with the format instead of the transformation, you end up building something that works for you, but not for them. And that's usually why it doesn't sell. Let's talk about ebooks first because I think they get a bad reputation they don't fully deserve, and also a good reputation they don't fully deserve either. Because it really depends on what you put in one. A low effort PDF slapped together with Canva and sold at $7 is not a business model, but a tightly written, deeply useful guide that solves one specific problem for one specific person at a specific point in their journey, that right there can make you money. An ebook has a few things going for it that people underestimate. They're fast to create, they're easy to buy, and because the price point is accessible, it can convert people who aren't quite ready to invest in something bigger. And that's what we call a low ticket entry point in this industry. And when it's done well, it's the beginning of a relationship, not a one-time transaction. But here's the catch. An ebook only works if it's solving a problem your buyer knows they have, not a problem you think they should have. I mean, a problem they're already searching for an answer to. The demand for an ebook has to already exist. If you're writing an ebook about something your audience doesn't know they need yet, you'll spend more time educating than selling. And education at the ebook price point is a slow game. Before I get into this next part, I want to offer you something because this is exactly the kind of conversation that opens up a much bigger question, and that is, what should I sell, period? I have a free training where I walk you through how to identify what to sell, why some formats work and others flop before they even launch, and what most women get wrong when they try to start. It's specific, it's free, and it's going to save you a lot of time. So drop the word income down in the comments and I'll make sure you get all the details. Now keep watching because the truth about courses is where all this gets really interesting. Courses are the thing everyone wants to build first, and I understand why. They look impressive, they feel like a real business, the price point is higher, the potential feels bigger, and somewhere along the way we collectively decided that a course is the ultimate proof that you know your stuff. But courses are also the thing that most people spend 6 months building and then launch to crickets. And I'd rather you not do that. Here's the problem with starting with a course. A course takes time to build. It takes a sales page, a welcome sequence, video content, a curriculum structure, and a platform. And most of that work happens before you even know if anyone will buy it. You're investing months of time and energy into something you haven't validated. And there's a smarter sequence. And it doesn't involve permanently skipping the course. It involves building demand before you build the product. What if you taught the first module live before you recorded the whole thing? What if you sold sold the promise of the transformation before you finished building the container. That's not a shortcut, y'all. That's strategy. And that's how you build something people are already waiting for instead of something you then have to convince them that they need. Here's the thing. The course you build in secret for 6 months is almost never the course your audience needed you to build. Courses work beautifully when you know your audience, when you've already gotten results for people, and when you have a clear curriculum that takes someone from where they are to where they want to be. Courses are not the wrong choice, y'all. They're just often the wrong first choice. Oh yes, memberships and that coveted monthly recurring revenue. The idea that people pay you every month and your income is predictable and stackable and you can finally stop launching every time you want to make money. Who doesn't want that? And here's the thing, that vision is real, and it's also one of the hardest business models to sustain when you're first starting out. Here's what monthly recurring revenue requires that nobody ever talks about. It requires consistent value delivery every single month. It requires a reason for people to stay. It requires community management. Monthly recurring revenue requires content creation on a schedule that doesn't move, and it requires enough members to make the economics work, because 20 people at $27 a month is $540. That math is the math. A membership is a commitment, and it's a commitment on both sides. You're committing to delivering something every single month, and your members are committing to stay with you only as long as the value is showing up. When one month is weaker than the last, guess what? People leave. And that doesn't mean don't build a membership. It means build one when you have a proven offer, an active audience, and the capacity to sustain a content and community cadence month after month after month. Memberships are a scaling move. They're not a starting move. And here's the thing about memberships. Monthly recurring revenue is the reward for building trust, not the shortcut to it. So then the question you probably have is, where should I even start? Well, here's my honest answer, and it's not the most sexy one, but it's the most effective one. Start with the smallest container that delivers the biggest result, and start with something you can validate before you finish building it. For most women I work with, that means starting a service or a coaching offer before a product, because a coaching offer lets you learn what your clients need in real time. It lets you refine your message while you're getting paid, and it gives you the testimonials and the transformation data that makes everything you build next so much easier to sell. From there, you have choices. You take what you learned from your coaching clients and you turn the recurring questions into an ebook. You turn the curriculum into a course, and you turn your community into a membership. But you build from evidence, not from an assumption. The sequence isn't ebook, then course, then membership. It's offer, then product, then scale. And the women who skip straight to scale without doing the first two parts, they build things that nobody buys. If you want a clear starting point, a way to go from I know I have something to offer to I have an offer that people can buy, I want to tell you about something I built specifically for this moment. It's called 2K in 2 hours, and it walks you through identifying what to sell, how to package it so it's clear and compelling, and how to position it so the right people are ready to say yes. This micro course is the foundation piece of all of this. It teaches you how to create the thing you build before the course, before the membership, before any of that. You can get 2K in 2 hours on my website at herincomeedit.com, or just click the link down in the description. This right here is truly the best next step from this video. Ebooks, courses, memberships, they're all valid, but none of them are magic. The magic is having something worth buying and knowing how to talk about it. Everything else is just packaging. So build the thing that earns trust first, and the rest will follow. If you're new here, my name is Nick Scott, and I help professional women turn their existing skills into coaching income, digital products, and online businesses. If you want to keep going on this, watch this video next, okay? I'll see you there.